Chapter 7. The next day at school, Chev and Rave are by the bench. "Hey, you won't believe what happened last night." Chev and Rave at the same time. "I bet we would. You slept with Sarah, didn't you?" "No." "Things with her are different. I want to keep the mystery going with this one. When it happens, it happens. I'm not going to push the issue. Someone left a cat with a cut throat in my yard." "Holy crap, that's crazy." "Any idea who might have done it?" asked Chev. "No, but I think they were in the bushes watching me find the cat. Do you guys have any ideas?" Rave jerks his head up. "I heard Mathers was talking about you this morning. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I heard your name for sure a couple times, Ellis. Then he would start laughing in this kind of low, evil tone." "What is it with you two, Ellis? Why does he dislike you so much?" Chev asked. "Well, a couple reasons. He's the king jock of the school and hates to lose. I beat him in the high jump and I still hold the record." "Big deal." "Chev, it is big deal." His old man was a track star and a record holder in the high jump. He beats Mathers when he doesn't win. "He beats him?" "Yeah, with a belt or a big stick." "Wow, that's rough," says Rave. "Plus, I know the whole story about Mathers' dad hiring a hitman to kill his mom. His dad was a doctor and he wanted out of the marriage, but Mathers' mom was being difficult about money, the house, and had a boyfriend from her affair, so he hired a hitman to have her killed. Plus, I heard it was really a bad deal between him and his dad because Mathers chose to side with his mother, all in all, which sent his dad over the edge. Mathers thinks I told everyone that his dad's plan backfired and he got caught and went to prison for that. I never told anyone, but he still hates me. I think it was his girlfriend, Clarice, that let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. I feel sorry for the guy, actually. I don't know, you guys. Mathers is an ass, but I don't think he's a killer. I don't know, Ellis. I don't think it was Clarice." "Rave, how would you know if Clarice said that or not?" Rave looked at the ground. "Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't. Never mind." "Well, Ellis, I think you're being naive." "Maybe I am, Chev. Hey, I'm going to look for Sarah and set up the date, you guys." It's not hard to find people on the school campus. Most of the people congregate in their own little area. I quickly look around the quad area, just as I thought. There's Sarah talking to her friends, and a bit of a surprise she's talking with Clarice, Mathers' on-again, off-again girlfriend. I walked up with my new confidence knowing she thinks I'm cute. "Hi, Sarah." "Hey there yourself, Ellis. Do you have a second?" "Sure I do." We walk over to the other bench. "I was hoping to set up our date." Sarah kind of tilts her angelic head. "Well, how about Saturday?" I'll have to check my schedule." "Yes, I think I'm free." She smiles at my enthusiastic response. "Saturday it is then. I'll pick you up at about 8. "Okay." "Sarah, what's up with you and Clarice? I didn't know you two knew each other." "Oh, I've known her for a short time. I guess Bo was just being his normal self and broke a date Saturday, so she was just upset and venting to me. Ellis, girl stuff." That sparked my interest with the cat thing, so I dug a little deeper. "Sarah, what excuse did he make for missing their date?" "Oh, he made some excuse that he got into a fight. His hands were bloody when he came home, and when Clarice questioned him, he said he didn't want to talk about it. Clarice said he's just not being himself lately." "You mean a total conceited ass?" "You know what I mean, Ellis." "Yes, I do. Say no more. Sarah, I can hardly wait for our date." "It'll be hard for me to wait also. I'll see you later, Ellis." I ran back to Rave and Chev. "Hey, did you hear anything about Mathers getting in a fight?" Chev quickly responded, "Haven't heard a thing." "How about you, Rave? Did you hear anything?" "Why are you asking me?" "I'm just asking, Rave. You always seem to know what Mathers is doing lately." "I don't know anything, Ellis." "Relax, Rave. I was just asking." Rave abruptly departs to class. "Chev, what's up with Rave? He seems a bit on edge lately." "I don't know. He hasn't really hung out with us either lately, Chev." You know Rave, when he gets bent about something, he never really talks to anyone, Ellis. He'll get over it. Anyway, tomorrow's my date with Sarah. Ellis, then, tomorrow's the night you score. Chev, I told you, this is different. She's different. I don't really care about the sex thing, at least not right away anyway. All right, Ellis. I know you care about this girl. Have fun. I'll talk to you on Monday. See you later, Chev. Back in my cell. Father, you awake? I'm not boring you, am I? No, son. I find this story quite intriguing. You know, I was once in love when I was younger, and I often thought back on the memories with great fondness. I believe we could have been married only if the circumstances could have been different. Wow! That must have been rough for you, Father. What do you mean if the circumstances could have been different? It was a complicated situation, so it didn't work out. But it also helped me find my place next to the Lord. So there's good in all situations. Well, my love put me on death row, so in a way, it'll help me find my place next to the Lord as well. Remember, only, my son, if you unconditionally surrender your heart in forgiveness. All right, all right. Let me get on with the story. Saturday was the longest day of the year for me. I woke up at 6 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. I had a nervous stomach, so breakfast was out. Sarah just made me feel funny inside when I thought about her. Finally, after hearing every tick-tock of the clock, 8 p.m. came, and I pulled up in front of Sarah's house. I parked next to the curb and got out walking to the front door. I could hear footsteps coming to the door. Sarah! I think your date's here. It's a male voice, but not a man, I don't think anyway. Hey, what's happening? Sarah's almost ready. Her brother Emil answers the door. Come on in. Sure, thank you. I don't think I even knew Sarah had a brother. I go to private school and live there most of the year. My name's Emil. I'm Ellis. I go to school with Sarah. Hello. Sarah walks out and I can only smile. Wow, she is beautiful. Are you ready to go, Ellis? Sure, let's go. I open the door for her. Nice to meet you, Emil. Hopefully I'll see you again. Hey, you too, Ellis. It's nice to meet you also. We walk to the car and I open the door for Sarah and she sits down. I have a smile ear to ear as I walk around the front of the car to the driver's seat. I'm on a date with Sarah Ames. I just want to scream to anyone that'll listen. I close the door and fumble with my keys. Sarah says, we can sit for a minute if you want, Ellis. Sure. You know, Ellis, I've watched you for a while, but I figured I had no chance to go out with you. Are you serious? I thought the same thing, Sarah. Ellis, I just get a good feeling that you're a great person. Sarah, I feel the same way about you. Sarah reaches over and puts my right hand between her hands. Lily white, baby soft hands, and boy does she smell good. Sarah, what would you like to do tonight? Lean over here, Ellis. Sarah slowly moves forward, weakening my knees with her gaze. My heart starts to beat faster in anticipation of this long-awaited moment. Sarah reaches and touches my face with her hand. I slowly closed my eyes to accept her delicate gift. Our lips finally touched, and I am... Both Sarah and I jump back to our seats. I am startled, attempting to focus on the obvious police car in front of us. The spotlight on us is so bright, I can't really see anything past the windshield. The PA system for the police vehicle comes on.
Driver, step out of the vehicle. Put your hands in the air.
I yell out the window, I haven't done anything wrong. Do it, the officer commands. Sarah rolls down her window. Daddy, knock it off. I jerk my head and look at Sarah. Dad? Your dad is a cop? Yes, he is. Didn't I tell you that? No, you didn't. The spotlight is turned off and I can now see Sarah's dad getting out of the car. Oh, shit. I quickly realize that Mr. Ames is the ass cop from Chevin, my Halloween debacle. I start to sink down in my seat. What's the matter, Ellis? Nothing, Sarah. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Daddy. Who's your friend? Ellis Page, Sarah proudly announces. Nice to meet you, Ellis, as he leans in the passenger seat window. Nice to meet you, sir. Ellis, I was just having a little fun with you. Thank God, sir, I nervously responded. What are you kids doing tonight? Not sure, Daddy. We haven't decided. Well, try not to stay out too late. Ellis, it was nice to meet you. I felt relieved that he didn't recognize me. Did you and your cohort empty the bottle and get rid of the IDs? Yes, sir, with my head looking down. Glad to hear it. Hey, Ellis, didn't I hear something about a cat in your lawn the other night? Was that your residence? It was, sir. Sarah's dad whispered, "Remedy," and it brought a chill down my spine. Before I could follow up on his comment, Sarah jumped in. I love you, Daddy. Good night, kids. Sarah's dad walks towards the house. Oh, dead, Sarah. What was that all about, Ellis? I'll tell you later. To tell you the truth, I wasn't too sure myself. Ellis, what do you want to do? I don't know. I can hardly think right now, Sarah. Sarah belts out. Let's go get some beers and go to that new jacuzzi place they just opened. You'd think I'd have second thoughts considering Sarah's father's a police officer, but the pure thought of Sarah in the jacuzzi overrode any thoughts of Dad. We went straight to the liquor store and bought a six-pack. Sarah and I started drinking the beers before we even left the parking lot. Sarah, you know I didn't bring a suit. Yes, I know, Ellis. Neither did I. Are you all right with that, Ellis? I mean, I don't really have anything to hide. I wanted to scream out, you're not kidding. I've seen that from myself. Noticeably, I'm driving about 10 miles per hour faster than normal. I can't imagine why. We arrive at the public jacuzzi place, and I've already finished 3 beers. Sarah's just finished her second. I'm a little nervous when we walk to the counter, and I'm looking everywhere but in the employee's eyes. Hi, can I help you guys? Before I can answer, Sarah takes control. Yes, we would like a room. How much are they? The rooms are $15 per hour, the attendant explains. We will take one for an hour. I only have $25 on me, so I give the attendant $15. After we get the key, we head down a long hallway with at least 30 rooms, 15 on each side. Sarah stops at our room and opens the door. I poke my head in and realize there's no toilet in the room. She walks into the room and I head down the hallway looking for a place to relieve myself. Right at the end of the hall is the bathroom. The whole time I'm in the can, I can't but help thinking this is too good to be true. I flush and open the door. Of course I wash my hands. Relax. I look down the hallway and I am reminiscent of The Shining, in that scene where the hallway gets longer and longer. My God. I didn't even look at our room number. 15 rooms on either side, and I don't have a clue which one is ours. I start to shuffle my feet looking at each door, somewhat walking back and forth, and finally my instinct takes over. Thank goodness, door number 3. I grab the handle and push the door open. Whoa! I jump back. I don't know you two, nor do I know that position. Sorry about that, folks. I close the door. I turn to my left, smirking. Sarah opens our door, number 4. In here, Ellis. We look at each other and have a good laugh as she heard all the commotion. I walk in and look around our room. A shower, a radio on the wall, and a platform with a sunken jacuzzi and a bed next to it. I get undressed first and gentlemanly ask if she would like me to turn the lights down. No, Ellis, I have nothing to hide. I walk up the stairs and step into the steamy water and wait for my second glance at this beauty. Sarah slowly walks up the stairs, and she is more intriguing than I even remember. She is in all of her naked glory. She has full breasts, milky white skin, hips that only the woman of my dreams can endow, and And somehow I'm sitting in the water thinking about telling my friends about tonight. Sarah lowers her beautiful self into the water, and I'm like a lion after the kill. I don't know what came over me. I move right in thinking if she's nude, she must be interested. Hey, slow down there, cowboy. There's plenty of time for that. Oh my God, what was I thinking? She's probably a nudist or saving herself for marriage. I can't do anything right. Relax, Ellis. Let me rub your shoulders. We have plenty of time for that. What the hell does plenty of time for that mean? Are we even talking this year? Hello? I'm 18. This is going to be painful. I'm in the tub with Miss August, and I'm going to get nothing and like it. Sarah takes each hand and starts to squeeze my shoulders. I'm almost not feeling anything. My mind is running. Don't they say that a girl decides if she's going to sleep with you in the first 5 minutes of meeting you? This sucks. Sarah rubs me for about 15 minutes, and then she says with great excitement, "My turn." Did she say my turn? Hell, I'd rather streak through a prison naked with a soap off the rope than rub this angel with no chance in sight of making sweet, exquisite love to her. Oh, that feels great, Ellis. Right there on the shoulders and on my back. Yes, I cave in. I'm 18, for goodness sake. I do my best to relax Sarah, and I even make a giant leap to remain a gentleman and not frisk the heck out of her. Sarah sits back and closes her eyes, and I sit and watch her fall asleep in disbelief. What the hell was I thinking rubbing her to sleep? I had a solid 10 minutes to think about my misfortune, but all of that was about to change. Sarah slowly opens her eyes. Ellis, I want you. I almost felt like looking around the room to make sure there wasn't another Ellis in the room. Ellis, I want you now. Sarah, you sure? Silently I thought, stupid, are you sure? What am I saying? Yes, I'm sure, Ellis. Did I say that out loud, Sarah, or does my expression give my thoughts away? Let's go over to the bed on the deck here. I lay on my back and Sarah half climbs on top of me. Immediately she starts kissing me and breathing very heavily. Within seconds, my breathing becomes deeper, and I start to think, hell, my friends will never believe this. I reciprocate and start kissing Sarah's neck and shoulders. The more we kiss, the more she and I lose ourselves in the passion. Finally, I'm on top of her, and we are one. I am making love to her. I am seeing and hearing nothing but her warmth and loving invitation. And the Yankees. This is my age-old trick to take my mind out of the sexual fast lane. Thank God for the Yankees. Ellis, I've never done this before. The little speaker on the wall comes on. Sir, your hour's up. Sir, your hour's up, the attendant repeats. Oh my God, I need more time, I grunted out to the attendant. Excuse me? The attendant confusingly questioned. Just a minute, I yelled. Remember, I only have $10, I shout out. How much time will $10 get me? Well, sir, we really don't do it that way. I grunted what must have been a desperate plea for another quarter in the vibrating bed. Please, sir, I need a little more time. Well, since we're closing in half an hour, I'll give you the last half an hour free. Oh, thank God. Surprisingly, the interruption wasn't a mood breaker. It never dawned on me that the attendant could have been listening to every sound Sarah and I were making. But honestly, I didn't care at this moment. We picked up right where we left off. Sarah and I laid in each other's arms after. Not very much was said, but I think we were on the same page, no pun intended. Sarah and I soaked in every minute and finally got dressed and walked out holding hands. We arrived home to her house with about 10 minutes to spare. I figured the old man would wait on the porch with his shotgun and shovel, thinking no one's going to miss me. But he was nowhere in sight. I parked in front of Sarah's house, and I told her about her dad and I. She just laughed. He's not as bad as you think. You'll see. I'll call you tomorrow, Ellis. I had a great time. I did too, Sarah. I'll see you later. Hey, I know this is early, and I don't want to seem like a psycho or anything like that, but I'm a one-girl kind of guy, and I'm hoping you'll feel the same way. Ellis, is it that you're asking me to be your girlfriend? Yes, I am. Well, let me think about that. Okay, I'll be your girlfriend. She hugs me very hard with a big smile on her face. I kissed her at least 4 more times before I let her go inside, and then I forced myself to leave. I drove home flashing back the entire evening in my head over and over, especially the part about, Ellis, I want you. These kinds of things just don't happen to me very often. Well, let's face it, they never happen to me. I turn onto Trinidad Drive and head for home. On the street to the right is a girl walking by herself. It seems a bit late, almost midnight, even for my liking for her to be doing that. I slow a bit when I pass her, and when I get about even, I realize that it's Clarice. I pull over and back up slightly. She takes a few cautious steps back as I roll down my passenger window. Hey, Clarice, what are you doing out so late? Rave? Is that you? No, my name's Ellis. Ellis, do I know you? Well, I guess you could now say I'm going out with Sarah Ames. I'm her boyfriend as of tonight. Clarice walks a bit closer to the car and bends looking in. Clarice, what are you doing out here? Oh, I was here trying to find Bo. He put a note in my locker asking me to meet him on Washoe Drive. Really? That's strange, I said to Clarice. That's my street. Ellis, I don't know why he asked me. I've never been in this neighborhood. Plus, he didn't show up. Are you Ellis Page? Yes, I am. You're the one that Bo doesn't like. Yes, Clarice, I know that. Bo got into a fight the other night. I thought it might have been with you, Ellis. Nah, it wasn't me. Clarice, let me give you a ride home. You shouldn't be out here by yourself like this. Clarice looked a bit unsure. I'm not sure Bo would like that, Ellis. I'm safe, I promise, Clarice. Get in. Plus, what Bo doesn't know won't hurt him. Clarice opens the door and skeptically gets in the car. We drove for about 15 minutes and mostly talked about Sarah and me. Finally, we pulled into her driveway. Clarice barely opens the passenger door to get out, and Mathers bolts from the hedge. Page, what the hell do you think you're doing? I was a bit shocked to see him. I yelled back, I'm giving Clarice a ride home like you should have, ass. What are you talking about, Paige? I found her walking on Trinidad Drive by herself and gave her a ride home. She said you gave her a note, asked her to meet you. Clarice interrupts. It's okay, Ellis. I'm fine now. Clarice quickly walks over by Mathers just like a little scared puppy dog would. Yeah, Paige, she's fine. Get the hell out of here. I sit back in the car giving Mathers the finger just to piss him off. I back out of the driveway, and in my mirror as I drive away I can see Mathers yelling at Clarice. I don't know what she sees in this guy, but at least I did a good thing and brought her home.